The views expressed by Dr. Joel Wallach and others on the following live paid program represent opinions of the participants only and do not necessarily represent those of the ZBS Radio Network's staff, management, advertisers, or affiliates. If something is said which you find offensive or with which you disagree, the ZBS Radio Network urges you to call the program in order to help us balance comment. This program is meant to present nutritional information only and is in no way meant to replace the advice of your medical doctor.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
And greetings, America, and welcome to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I am Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc Wallach today. Thank you so much for joining us. We are taking your phone calls, as we always do, at 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Toll free. Try to get on board early. The phone lines do fill up quickly on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I am a nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs. And I want to start off the program today talking a little bit about cholesterol and statin drugs. A couple of weeks ago, an article appeared in the Journal of the American Medical Association linking statin drugs to cataracts. And that's on top of the link between statin drugs and diabetes, and statin drugs and muscle pain, and statin drugs and muscle weakness, and statin drugs and memory issues. Listen, you guys, leaving aside the fact that taking a prescription drug to treat a degenerative disease, that is a disease of breakdown, leaving aside the fact that statin drugs are associated with all kinds of side effects, taking a prescription drug when you have a body in breakdown is one of the worst things you can ever do. Taking a prescription drug, whether it's a statin drug or an antihypertensive drug or an anti-inflammatory drug or an anti-immunity drug, when you have a body that's in distress, when you have a body that's dealing with some kind of degenerative crisis, is one of the worst things you can ever do. Aside from the fact that your statin drugs and your antihypertensives and anti-inflammatories and anti-immunity drugs aren't going to do anything, leaving aside the fact that they're not going to help you, now you've given your body an additional burden, your stressed out, burdened body, an additional burden to deal with, and that is prescription drugs that it now has to clear up and detoxify. Why? Because prescription drugs are poisons. Period. And I'm a pharmacist telling you this, friends. I've been studying this stuff for 30 years, and I'm telling you, prescription drugs are poisons. Your liver has to clear them out of your body like a poison. Your poison control system has to clear them out of your body because they're poisons. Your kidneys have to clear them out because they're poisons. Every prescription drug that we take is a further load and an extra burden on our body. Every prescription drug that we take is a drain on our body's precious nutritional resources. It means a drain of vitamin C. It means a drain of sulfur. It means a drain of selenium. It means a drain of all of the other nutrients that the body uses to detoxify and purify itself. That means, friends, less nutrients to grow and repair and heal. With every prescription drug you take, with every pill you take, you are depleting your body of precious resources, of precious nutrients that your body needs to grow and heal and repair and anti-age. That means more work for an already overworked body. That means more work for the body for every pill. If you take 3 or 4 pills a day, that's 3 or 4 pills that your body has to clear out and detoxify. If you take multiple drugs, which many people are doing, especially the elderly, who are most likely to be frail and burdened, now you got a really big problem. For young folks taking a prescription drug, maybe an antibiotic every now and again or a pain pill, if they go to the dentist, that's one thing. But for folks being victimized by polypharmacy, multiple prescriptions, now you're dealing with a body that is going to be seriously compromised. If we're going to be able to restore our body to its God-given, pristine state of health and wellness, folks, this madness has got to stop. Statin drugs are associated with cataracts? Of course they are. They're associated with all kinds of health problems because they block biochemistry. They suppress biochemistry. They shut down bodily processes. Now, who could possibly think this is a good idea? What kind of medical professional can think that it is a good idea to poison biochemistry, to poison biology? Statin drugs cause cataracts because they poison the body. Drugs poison biology. Put a statin drug in your aquarium and watch what happens to your fish. Of course statin drugs are going to be associated with cataracts. The body is made up of cells. Statin drugs poison cells. That's all you got to know. The body's made up of cells, and all prescription drugs poison cells. Cholesterol is arguably the single most important chemical in the body. Cholesterol is your biochemical best friend. Cholesterol is the ultimate anti-aging molecule, the ultimate. There is no more important anti-aging, growth and repair, youth and health and wellness molecule in the body. If you wanted to create a list of substances that you could use to destroy a species or to destroy a population, chemicals that stop the biological production of cholesterol will be at the top of the list. Cholesterol is an ultimate healing substance. If you're old and frail, you need more cholesterol, not less of it. If you're young and vital, you need more cholesterol, not less. If you're anywhere in between, you need more cholesterol, not less. Now, can your body make more than it needs or more than it's using? Yes, of course that does occur. But that is not the reason, in my opinion, to poison anything in the body, let alone the cholesterol-making machinery. That is not a reason to poison cells so they don't make cholesterol. The only ones benefiting from these kinds of poisons are the people selling them. The drug companies and medical professionals are the only people who can justify using these things. And don't fall for studies either. Studies are for the most part funded by companies that are selling you the products. From a biological standpoint, just from a biochemical, logical standpoint, applying common sense, it is impossible to justify the use of a pharmacological poison for anything to do with health. And by the way, there's no such thing as bad cholesterol, and for that matter, there's no such thing as good cholesterol. There's just cholesterol. This good guy, bad guy silliness is the way the medical model infantilizes us, makes us into infants, treats us like children. LDL is not bad. LDL is the way cholesterol is delivered to tissues, and HDL is not good. It's just, and by the way, HDL and LDL aren't even cholesterol. HDL and LDL are protein. They're proteins, lipoproteins. HDL, L stands for lipoprotein. These things are bubbles. They're proteins that carry cholesterol, and they carry vitamin K, and they carry vitamin E, and they carry fatty substances. And if you lower your LDL and HDL, you're going to deprive your tissues of these fatty substances and fatty nutrients as well. So what do? You get yourself on a nutritional supplement program. You get yourself on the Healthy Start Pack. You want to lower your cholesterol? Get yourself on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Doc Wallach. All right, I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, or 888-379-2552 toll free. We're coming back at you with more good health information on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program right after this break.
Good liver health is vital to your overall health. Did you know the liver is the largest gland in the body? Generating digestive enzymes, converting fat into fuel, controlling metabolism, regulating cholesterol in the blood, and neutralizing toxins and waste products. Decreased liver function can lead to debilitating diseases. Hepal, a proprietary blend exclusive to Prohoba International, can help support healthy liver function. Hepal is a blend of natural organic pollen extracts, including essential enzymes, botanical glutathione, which is considered to be one of the most powerful antioxidants for detoxifying free radicals and exogenous compounds, superoxide dismutase, and aloe vera, formulated to cleanse and support healthy liver function. If you'd like to have healthy liver function, call your local longevity distributor today, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You, too, can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time $10 sign-up fee. Longevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Longevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Thanks for being here, folks. I am Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc Wallach. Our number today, 831-685-1080. That's a priority line number, or toll-free 888-379-2552. We welcome your phone calls on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, and I will be sitting in for Doc for the next 45 minutes or so with my good friend and colleague, Douglas Winfrey. Hello there, Douglas.
Good to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
And I've got a story here from Reuters Health that's headlined, Health Habits Tied to Heart Disease and Arthritis Risk. And in this study from the UK, they found that older women who exercise regularly and don't smoke have a substantially lower risk of late-life disability. They found women in their 60s and 70s with behaviors like smoking, drinking, and exercise could account for up to about a 17% of a woman's risk for disabling conditions like heart disease, arthritis, and difficulty walking. According to the lead author of the study, a lecturer in medical statistics at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, they said, we set out to quantify the influence of current lifestyle on subsequent disability. They looked at about 2,500 British women in the British Women's Heart and Health Study, age range between 60 and 79. They filled out surveys, and these questionnaires asked things about women's smoking habits, exercise, alcohol, and alcohol consumption. As far as eating habits, 7 years later, the women reported on whether they had developed any of several disabling health problems. Study found that women who never exercised were about twice as likely to get arthritis and had about double the risk of developing problems walking, and they were also more likely to develop heart disease. Women who smoked currently or in the past also developed heart disease at a more than twice the rate than those who never smoked. The study found no influence on disability from eating fruit and only a slight benefit from moderate alcohol consumption. Together, the four lifestyle factors analyzed explained about 17% of a woman's overall risk for disabling conditions in the 7-year follow-up. This was all reported in the journal Age and Aging.
You know, I love stuff like that, Douglas, because it says to me that we can take care of our own health problems. When I hear things like...
we don't need Obamacare?
No, exactly. We don't need Obamacare. And unless you have some kind of trauma, like you get hit by a bus or something, you don't even need a doctor. How do you like that?
Well, I've been doing this show, as you know, for over 15 years with Doc and you and other hosts over the years. And it never ceases to amaze me the amount of these people that call up, they're like in their 70s or 80s, or they're in great health and have maybe one small little health challenge. And Doc will go, well, when was the last time you were at the doctor? Oh, I don't know, maybe 40 years ago. And it seems like the people that don't go to the doctor are the ones that are healthiest. In fact, in Doc's most recent book, Immortality, when him and his wife, Dr. Milan, actually looked at these long-lived cultures, like people in Okinawa and places where they have a higher rate of 100-year-old people, right. They found that these people don't go to the doctor because they're usually third-world countries that don't have access to medical care, and that in itself says volumes about what's wrong with medical care. It's medical care that's the problem.
Doug, we got more doctors per capita in this country than any other country in the history of the planet. And simultaneously, we are the sickest culture that has ever existed in terms of diabetes, in terms of hypertension, in terms of obesity, in terms of chronic degenerative diseases, in terms of breaking down. It's like the more doctoring we have, the sicker we get. And by the way, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I say this in my talks, and it always shocks people. What does the word doctor mean? If you go to the IRS and you tell them, here you go, here's my form, here's my IRS tax, here's my 1040s, they're doctored. Right? Or you go to the judge and you say, here's the evidence, judge. It's doctored. What is that? Is that a good thing, Doug?
Generally not, no.
No, it means you're committing a fraud. To doctor means to jury rig. It means to make something look like something's happening without it really happening. And we don't even notice this, that we've created a healthcare system that specializes in changing our numbers and changing our test scores, which, by the way, are created by the very people who are selling the products that affect the test scores. We treat test scores as if they're a marker of health. So we lower our blood pressure based on test scores. We lower our cholesterol levels based on test scores. We lower our hemoglobin A1C and our C-reactive protein, and we lower these test scores. And does it help us with our chronic degenerative diseases? No, we're sicker than ever before. So when I hear studies come out about lifestyle being associated with lower mortality or lifestyle being associated with lower inflammatory diseases or autoimmune diseases, that just warms my heart, because what it says is that we can take control of our health without interfacing with the medical model. Now, if you got some kind of traumatic injury, you need a surgeon. But for day-to-day health issues, for day-to-day chronic degenerative diseases, we can take care of it ourselves. All right, we've got more good health information coming at you right after this. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. If you want to give us a call, we welcome your calls at 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. We're coming back at you right after this.
Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Youngevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, a formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
And welcome back to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I am Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc Wallach today. If you have questions about medication, supplements, the Youngevity products, or if you simply have a comment or you want to share a success story, we love hearing from you. Our number is 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080. That's a priority line number, or toll-free 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. We got a full board. When you hear somebody hang up, that's your cue to give us a shout. So what do you say we take our first phone call of the day, Douglas?
Let's head to Michigan. And Emma, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Emma.
Hi.
What's going on?
Well, main thing I wanted to know what I could do, how I could add the something in for hypertension and diabetes
Okay.
to support. I don't have it, but I don't want to get it.
Okay, it's smart of you. Emma, I'm going to need you to speak up just a little louder, sweetheart, okay? I'm having a hard time hearing you. So let me ask you a couple questions, first of all. Tell me about approximately how old you are.
I'm 77.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. You sound young and chipper. No diabetes or anything like that?
No.
How's your weight? A little overweight?
155.
Well, I don't know what that means, but would you say you're a little overweight, or you're a little underweight, or you're about right?
I'm about right.
Okay. A couple things you want to do, okay? Hypertension, high blood pressure is a sign of a body in distress. So the first thing you want to do is just make sure that you're on a good, solid nutritional supplement program, something like the Healthy Start Pack and featuring the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Make sure you get on your Mighty 90 nutrients. The B vitamins, for example, very important for blood pressure, and your Beyond Tangy Tangerines loaded with the B vitamins. Magnesium is very important for lowering blood pressure. You're going to get that in the osteo effects, and then the essential fatty acids also very important for lowering blood pressure as well. So first things first. You're already on all that, right?
Yes.
Okay, throw in the chromium, the vanadium, and the Sweeties product. And even though you don't have diabetes, you may have some blood sugar problems, because as we get older, our blood sugar control starts to suffer a little bit, and the chromium and the vanadium are very important for that. I'd be throwing in a little bit of Sweeties in there. And then you might also want to throw in some of the, make sure that you're getting the Ultimate Daily product, which is the multiple vitamin. That'll get you a nice well-rounded, get all your nutrients in a nice well-rounded fashion. And then if you have any problems with your digestive system, you're going to want to make sure that you're not eating any foods that create a burden on the body. That'll have an effect on your blood pressure. And then if I were you, I'd be taking the Nightly Essence as well. Those are probiotics. In fact, the Nightly Essence are also digestive enzymes and probiotics, and they can also have a neat blood pressure lowering effect. And then in a non-supplemental strategy for lowering blood pressure is deep breathing. Shallow breathing, lower oxygen levels is a very effective way to raise your blood pressure. In fact, you can actually use that technique if you're driving and you're tired or you want a little bit more energy. If you do shallow breathing, you'll find that you got a little bit more energy. It's not a nice clean energy, but it's a nice form of energy for emergencies. On the bad side, the negative side of that is that if you're shallow breathing, you'll end up with some hypertension and high blood pressure. So slowing down your breathing and practicing nice, even, slow, deep breaths, or taking some nice, slow, even, deep breaths is a nice way to lower your blood pressure, and it'll happen pretty quickly. So bottom line, get yourself on a nice nutritional supplement program, which you're already doing, you say, the Healthy Start Pack. Throw in the Ultimate Daily. Throw in some of the Nightly Essence probiotics. Make sure you're staying away from any foods that trigger any inflammation or stress on the body. Relax, lighten up if you're not, and that's a great way to keep your blood pressure low. Taking a hot bath can even do it. So regard hypertension, which affects 40, 50, 60 million Americans, regard hypertension as a sign of a body in distress. Taking it easy on the body by making sure you're on a good nutritional supplement program, staying away from problem foods, and just flat out relaxing is the best way to lower your blood pressure. And thanks so much for your call. From Michigan, we got to take a break. We're coming back with more good health information on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program right after this.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host today, Pharmacist Ben Fuchs, filling in for Dr. Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Pharmacist Ben, call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the ultimate tangy tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
All right, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Our number is 831-685-1080. That's priority line, or toll-free 888-379-2552. Hey, Doug, do you ever make freezer pops with your Beyond Tangy Tangerine?
I have never done that.
You take the BTT, you put it in, you make your drink out of it, and you put it in an ice cube tray, and you put a little, when the ice cubes kind of get a little bit hard, you put a stick in there, and then as it freezes, you get yourself an amazing, delicious, nutritious ice pop. Super refreshing in the summertime and great for kids. And I'm telling you, there's some really neat things that you can do with this Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And the BTT 2.0 tastes even better and has even more nutrients. And it's GMO-free as well. That's Beyond Tangy Tangerine. It's $50 a canister. If you haven't tried it yet, folks, give it a shot. You can find out all about it from your longevity rep. All right, 831-685-1080 is our number. Let's go back to the phones. Douglas, who's next?
Let's head to Arkansas. And Rosemary, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Rosemary.
Hi.
What's up?
My problem is I have high blood pressure, although it only goes up when I eat salt. Other than that, it stays fine. But when I'm home, I'm fine because I don't eat much salt. But like if I go out or I go away for a weekend,
you'll notice your blood pressure goes up.
Goes crazy. I mean, it really goes. My pulse stays, in the 50s to 60s, but my blood pressure will go up to 180 over. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'd attribute that to salt. You might want to do a controlled experiment just to see if it's the salt, because it doesn't sound like sodium chloride's not a great form of salt. I'll tell you about that here in a moment. But it doesn't sound like that should simple sodium chloride, which is what salt is, an element of sodium and an element of chloride, should raise your blood pressure that much. In any case, try Celtic sea salt, which is a much better form of salt, or just get yourself a nice, well-rounded mineral supplement. One of the reasons we crave salt so much is because we're deficient in minerals. As you know, if you've listened to this program, or if you've listened to Dr. Wallach or myself or Dr. Glidden or Doug or any healthcare professionals who know what they're talking about, if you've listened to us, you know that there's a big problem with just taking in sodium chloride when you really need minerals. So getting yourself on a good mineral supplement can reduce your craving for salt, and you'll find maybe you're eating less sodium chloride type salt. Or you can use Celtic sea. You're already taking. You might want to double up on your dose of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, or maybe throw in some Ultimate Classic, or some, what's the other one? Just throw in some Ultimate Classic. Just throw in some minerals and see what happens, and then you may find that you're reducing your salt intake naturally, or you can try using something like Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt, which is a well-rounded form of salt. The problem with Morton salt or table salt is it's just sodium chloride. It's just 2 elements. You get a tiny smattering of iodine, and then you get a lot of not a lot, but you get some excipients and flow agents and preservative type of chemicals. And you're not really giving yourself the well-rounded nutrients, well-rounded minerals that you need. Potassium and sodium work together, and when you take in sodium chloride, you end up with relatively less potassium. And sodium and potassium have a kind of balancing effect. Sodium can cause a little bit of hypertension. Potassium can cause some of the opposite effects. So you may want to make sure that you're getting a well-rounded mineral supplement. You may also want to make sure that you're just getting enough potassium, which you'll find in vegetables and fruits and kind of fresh produce sorts of foods. And a lot of times when people are getting in sodium chloride, they're not getting enough potassium relative to the amount of sodium that they're getting. And then there's also nutrients and minerals, especially that are specific for lowering blood pressure. As we were talking to our last caller, magnesium is probably one of the most important of the anti-hypertensive minerals, and most people don't get enough magnesium. If you're just on the pig pack, you may not be getting enough magnesium. I'd be taking the OsteoMag, which is a nice form of magnesium glycinate. Magnesium is found in all green veggies. In fact, when you see the color green, that is magnesium. And then the B vitamins, especially niacin, is very important for lowering blood pressure. And then don't forget all those stress-reducing techniques that we talked about, deep breathing and just relaxation, maybe some meditation. Those can also have a nice anti-hypertensive effect. Thanks so much for your call. Appreciate it. Got to take a break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our number, or 888-379-2552. We will be back with more good health information right after this.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
All right, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I am Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, sitting in for Doc Wallach, along with Doug Winfrey, and taking your phone calls at 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Who's next, Douglas?
Let's head to Virginia. And Marina, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
What's up, Marina, in Virginia?
Good afternoon.
I like your name. Pretty name.
Thank you. I have a question regarding a gentleman. He's a male, weighs about 170 pounds. 42 years of age. He was recently diagnosed by his doctor with something called angioedema. I think it's pronounced angioedema. Okay. And it causes swelling of the mouth, of the tongue. He breaks out on the arms real bad, and it gets really red and hot.
Okay. Angioedema is an immune system reaction. It's an allergy. Anytime you have redness or itchiness, you're looking at something called histamine. You've heard of antihistamine probably, right? Antihistamines like Benadryl and that kind of stuff. Have you heard of that term, antihistamine?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Well, most people have heard of antihistamine. Antihistamines are medicines that you take when you have some kind of allergy. Why? Because they block, as the name implies, they block histamine. And histamine is a chemical that's released into the blood when you have some kind of enemy that gets into the body. Enemy meaning an allergen that gets into the body. The immune system's the body's defense system, and it comes to the rescue, so to speak. And one of the things it does is it releases this chemical called histamine, which causes blood vessels to open up. Why does it cause blood vessels to open up? Well, when blood vessels open up, all the white blood cells and immune system cells can leave the blood, and they can come out to attack the allergen. So when you have angioedema or you have any kind of swelling or redness, or angioedema is just a name, it doesn't tell you anything. It's kind of like a descriptive term. It's not a disease. And it refers to the swelling and redness and inflammation that are associated with an allergic response. So if he has angioedema, the first thing you want to do is figure out what is he allergic to. If you have a defensive response, the first thing you want to do is figure out what is the offending agent. And 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, maybe 999 times out of 1,000, you're going to find that the enemy is getting in through the digestive system. So is this a friend of yours, or is it somebody you know at all? Can you ask him some questions?
Yes. It's
Marina?
Well, actually, it's a coworker.
Coworker. Well, is he older?
Yes, he's about 42. Well,
okay.
We're close.
Wait a minute. That's not older, Marina. That's young 42.
That is young. I'm sorry.
Yes, watch it. I'm 53 years old. I don't appreciate that. All right, I'm just kidding. Just teasing you. All right, here's the deal. You got to focus on what's getting into the body inappropriately. It typically means a digestive problem. It could be leaky gut syndrome. It could be Crohn's or ulcerative colitis that's been undiagnosed, or it could just be an allergy to gluten or an allergy to dairy or an allergy to eggs. Once he eliminates that allergic attack, his immune system will calm down. Then there's wonderful nutrients you can use to support the immune system. Probably the most important is vitamin C. That's one of my favorite vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is one of the best reasons to use the BTT, because it's loaded. I mean, absolutely packed with vitamin C. You're going to get 1,000 milligrams of the stuff with every 2 scoops. So get him on the BTT. Make sure he's sipping on it throughout the day. Vitamin E has also got some neat anti-allergy properties. You can use a vitamin E supplement around 400 international units a day. You'll get 200 international units a day of vitamin E in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well, and a couple of scoops of the BTT as well. So get him on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Have him focusing on any foods that are getting into his system that are causing bowel movement problems or gas or any kind of digestive health issues. If he has gluten intolerance, obviously he's going to need to stay away from gluten-containing foods, or if he has any particular foods that are problematic, he needs to stay away from those as well. It wouldn't hurt to get on the ultimate enzymes either, which can help him break down his foods and can eliminate some food allergy problems. We don't talk about that anywhere near enough, in my opinion, but digestive enzymes are a wonderful way to help support the digestive system for folks dealing with intolerances or allergy issues. So getting him on the digestive enzymes, and then last but not least, one of my favorite, two products I'll tell you about. The Z-Radical product, which is nice and soothing for the digestive tract and also supports the immune system. And then the Nightly Essence, the Longevity Nightly Essence, has digestive enzymes in it, and it also has probiotics, which can support the immune system as well. So there's tons of things you could do there, Marina. The most important thing is to recognize that angioedema is an immune system problem that is associated with allergies. Eliminate the allergens, start to get in some good nutrition, and he should recover pretty nicely and pretty quickly as well. Thanks so much for your call. Appreciate it. Marina in Virginia. Let's see if we can get one more in before our break, Doug.
Oh, let's head to Ohio. And Isadora, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Isadora.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for calling, Isador, right? How do you say your name?
Isador, yes.
Isador. What's cooking, Isador? How can we help?
Well, I got problem with my prostate. 12 and 13, I pee blood.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You don't want to ever
even a few chunks come out.
That's not a good thing at all. Now, how do you know it's your prostate? Did they tell you got a prostate problem?
Yeah, I do for a long time.
How old are you, Isador?
I'm taking 75.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you taking?
I'm taking all kinds of stuff. Like I talked to Dr. Wallach about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
I'm taking Prosta FX.
Prosta FX. Okay.
Yeah, OsteoFX.
Okay. Are you taking any selenium? Are you taking any of the OPC selenium?
Oh yeah, I take everything. Tangerine, OsteoFX.
Okay. All right. Let's figure some stuff. Let's figure some stuff out here for you. I want you to go get yourself something called beta-sitosterol. Let me spell that for you, okay? It's
God, how can you?
I'm going to spell it for you, okay? You got a pen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's B as in boy, E, T as in Tom, A. Second word, sitosterol, and that's S as in Sam, I as in Igloo, T as in Tom, O as in Oscar, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, E as in Edward, R as in Randy, O as in Oscar, L as in Larry. You want about 300 milligrams of that a day. All right. Now, you got to also watch out for problem foods, because if you're eating the wrong kinds of foods, especially fried fats and trans fatty foods, you can really do a number on your prostate and all of your fatty glands, as a matter of fact. So staying away from those fatty foods, and one of the best ways to wean yourself away from those kinds of foods is to make sure you're on the Ultimate EFA product. Are you taking the Ultimate EFA? Isador?
Yeah.
How much are you taking? How many capsules are you taking?
6 a day.
Take 12 a day. And make sure you're taking vitamin E with it. 400 international units a day of vitamin E.
Oh, separate?
Yeah. You're taking vitamin E, and you want you to double on the essential fatty acids. And probably the most important, next to the selenium anyway, the most important mineral for the prostate is zinc. If you're not on zinc, you want to make sure you're getting 50 milligrams a day of zinc. Now, you'll get some of these in the Prost FX product, which is a wonderfully formulated product. But in my opinion, you probably need more zinc. And in addition to the selenium. And then a couple other things that might be helpful for the prostate, actually helpful in general for the body, but will also help the prostate, are the Sweeties product, chromium and vanadium, the OsteoMag product, not the OsteoFX, but the OsteoMag product. Magnesium can be helpful for the prostate as well. And then if you're on the BTT, if you're taking, I assume you're taking the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, make sure you're sipping on it all day long to get the best benefit. You're not just taking it once a day or twice a day. You want to sip on that Beyond Tangy Tangerine all day long. One of the things about the BTT that I find people doing that isn't necessarily the best, isn't going to allow them to get the best results from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is taking it all at once. If you take your Beyond Tangy Tangerine all at once, your body will suck up those nutrients, but then as you urinate and go to the bathroom, which your body doesn't use right away, you're going to lose. So in my opinion, the best way to do your Beyond Tangy Tangerine is to sip on it all day long. Now, I'm assuming you said you got a prostate problem, but you may not. If you don't have a prostate problem, you have your urinary tract issue or something like that, that's a whole other ball of wax. But if you have a prostate problem, all of those, especially all those suggestions, especially laying off the fatty foods and the trans fats, the fried fats and fried foods, that'll help you. That'll go a long way towards helping you with your prostate. Thanks so much for your call. Isador, appreciate it. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552 is our toll-free number. We're coming back at you right after this. Don't go away.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
All right, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Got a couple more minutes to talk to you. Let's head right to the phones, Doug.
Let's head to Michigan. And Jimmy, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
What's up, Jimmy?
I got a friend at work who's about 200 pounds, about 5'11", and he has arthritis in his elbow.
Yeah?
And I was looking at the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, but he has a shellfish allergy.
You know, I just got to tell you here, shellfish allergies are allergies to proteins. In fact, all allergies are allergies to proteins. You're not going to get any shellfish protein in any of the Youngevity products. That having been said, because of the glucosamine may be derived from shellfish, I just got to tell you that just, I legally have to tell you, almost legally have to tell you not to use it. So it's just unfortunate that you can't use it. However, just from a logical standpoint, you shouldn't have a problem with it. From a legal standpoint, I got to tell you to be careful. But from a logical standpoint, it shouldn't be a problem at all. That having been said, there's lots of other things you can do for arthritis. Number one, arthritis is an inflammatory condition. That means it's an immune system condition. This is so important, you guys. Inflammation is the way the defensive response shows up. If you have arthritis, that's obviously an inflammatory condition, something is getting into the body that's attacking it. That means, number one, the most important thing you could do for arthritis is focus on foods that are getting into the body, digestive problems, processing problems. Use digestive enzymes. Don't have to worry about that if you have a shellfish allergy. And digestive enzymes also have anti-inflammatory properties. So get on the ultimate enzymes, use them with after all your meals, or have your friend use them after all his meals, and then take the ultimate enzymes on an empty stomach, and you'll get the anti-inflammatory benefits. Use the BTT. Now, I don't know, Douglas, can you help me with that? Is there any shellfish problem with the BTT, the Beyond Tangerine?
I'm not certain, but usually when people have shellfish issues, Dr. Wallach recommends the Ultimate Body Toddy.
then use because that doesn't have the glucosamine.
Yeah,
problem.
the Ultra Body Toddy.
So use the Ultimate Body Toddy then. In any case, you want to get a well-rounded nutritional supplement program, a couple of just additional nutrients, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5 can be very helpful for arthritis, vitamin B3 niacin can be very helpful for arthritis. Please don't underestimate the importance of vitamin C for arthritis, magnesium, the OsteoMag product, which is magnesium glycinate, that can be helpful for arthritis. Vitamin D is very important for arthritis. Vitamin E is very important for helping reduce arthritis. There's just so many ways that you can go to deal with an inflammatory condition, all inflammatory conditions like arthritis. And then last but most certainly not least, think fats, fatty supplements, fatty nutrients, essential fatty acids, vitamin E, 400 international units of vitamin E a day. You'll get 200 in the BTT. Well, you can't take the BTT, but 400 IU of vitamin E a day, and then the ultimate essential fatty acids, 6 to 12 of them a day. Take them with meals. Take them with your digestive enzymes, and go by your symptoms. You should notice that when you have arthritis and you get on a supplement program, you should notice that your symptoms, or your friend should notice that his symptoms are disappearing or being reduced. And that whole glucosamine thing, Doug, is so crazy because glucosamine may come from shellfish, but if you have a shellfish allergy, doesn't mean you're going to have a problem with glucosamine from shellfish, although legally we got to say that you should stay away from it. But from a biochemical standpoint, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, I hope we helped you out. Thanks so much for calling. Let's see if we get one more call in, Doug.
Okay, let's head to Texas. And Christine, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Christine.
Hi, I was calling concerning the flu shot.
Yes.
I work at a nursing home, and they're making it mandatory that we take our flu shot.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of bad things about the flu shot, and I would like some more information.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't have a permanent physician, so I can't get a doctor's excuse for me not to take the flu shot.
I wouldn't take the flu shot. I wouldn't go near a flu shot. I'm telling you that as a pharmacist. I wouldn't go near it. Number one, you don't know what the heck's in it, and they're sticking it right in your blood. And I don't trust drug companies. I don't trust them. I don't know what they're putting in that stuff, so I wouldn't take it. But here's the thing about the flu shot. You don't need it. Just protect yourself from getting the flu by building your immune system. You have an immune system that was put into your body divinely. The immune system protects you from viruses. It protects you from bacteria. It is designed divinely to keep you healthy. Make sure you're not putting the crap in your body, and make sure you're getting on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Doc Wallach that features vitamin C, that features zinc, that features selenium, that features magnesium, all of which can help build your immune system up naturally. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. And thank you guys for listening. I'm Pharmacist Ben, been sitting in for Doc Wallach, for Doc, for Doug Winfrey, for all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network, and for all the folks at Longevity. Have yourselves an awesome, wonderful, beautiful day, and remember, good nutrition is good medicine. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the talk radio program, is a copyrighted production of the ZBS Radio Network. Broadcast of all or part of this program by any station without a valid license from ZBS Radio Associates will result in civil liability for and criminal prosecution of that station under applicable United States federal copyright laws. Broadcast licenses may be obtained by calling the ZBS Radio Network at 831-477-1999.